In this lecture, we are going to design this section, this middle section. So let's get started. So first of all, open up the CSS file. Here is the CPP middle, and let me scroll up, and here we are going to copy this and paste it one more time and say hyphen inner. Save it, because this class name is CPP middle nav inner and this is the same. So we are going to grab that class and we are going to give border. So we'll say border 1 pixel solid hash d5 d5 d5. Save. Let's see it's working or not. Refresh it. Yes, it's working. So now we are going to give border radius and padding. We will add border radius, 5 pixel border radius. Padding will be 15 pixel, and we will add box shadow. So box shadow I pasted here. This is a box shadow. We are given the box shadow to the bottom, like here you see, a little bit to the bottom. So when we refresh it, let's see what happened. Yes, it's given the box shadow here. And now it's time to design the children of the parent. Now we will grab the li element which is inside the div. In the second div, ul li element, we are going to grab that. So for this we are going to pass a class, let us CPP class inside the CPP middle nav inner. We have a, let me see, we have a div. No, inside the inner we have a div, and inside the div we have two more divs. So we are going to select second div inside the div. Let's see, this is the div. Inside the div we have a second div. Inside the div we have the second div that need to be selected. So we will use nth child selector. So we'll say nth child parentheses, and inside parentheses we're gonna call second div. Second div is this div. We are talking about CPP middle nav inner, and select that div which is a parent and go inside and select the second div. So inside the second div, select another list and select the li element. So we are going to say give margin 0 pixel top and bottom, left and right 5 pixels. Save it. Let's refresh it. Now you can see it's given the margin, left and right margin. Now you can see it's given the left and right margin. Now we are going to use cursor pointer. So open up the CSS file. Here you can see cursor, and we will say pointer. And when we refresh the page, we will see now the cursor changed to pointer. Now we are going to give font size to our font awesome icon. For the font size, we are going to grab the font awesome icon inside the style.css file. Here you can see we have this CSS rule. We are going to copy this and paste it again, and here this time we are going to say inside the span element we have the icon. So we will remove this and we are going to simply say font size, and size is 20 pixels. Save it. Let's test this out. Now you can see the font size now change. Let's check the final project. Our item is perfectly fine. So it's time to add color to our icon. So go to HTML file, and inside the HTML file here we are going to give class to these spawn elements, which is the parent of the font awesome icons. So we'll say color, and this is grass green color. So we'll say grass green, and this class we are going to copy here, and we will create a class here. Class here, and the class will be right below the color classes, because this will be the color. So I think I have misspelled this on the previous lecture, and I need to correct this from the HTML as well here. And where do I call the grass green color? Here it is. So save it. Now it's time to add the same color here, copy from here, but this time we are going to select the color property, color, and we are going to say grass green color. Let's check if it is working or not. Yes, it's working. Now the same thing we are going to do here with other classes. We are going to copy all these classes simply and paste it here, and then we are going to say color, and copy this, paste it here and here and here and here, save it. Now just add these classes as we want. So change the background to color, copy this, paste it to all background property, replace with color, save it. Now just simply copy the class from here, coral red, and the coral red color is for this comment icon. So we'll say class coral red. So let's see it's working or not. Yes, it's working. So now it's time to give all color. Copy this yellow class, and paste it here. We'll say class, save it. Let's refresh the page. Yes, it's working. And for the FB user, we're going to say class. We are going to give Facebook color here, so we're going to call this class FB color. Save the file and go to CSS, and here we are going to remove this pink because we don't need to add this color. So we'll say FB color FB, and color FB will have a color code of the color that I have given before to an element, and that element class was Facebook logo. Here it is, and the icon of the Facebook had a color. That color I need, so go and give here, save it. We're going to change the class from here. We're going to say color FB, color -FB, save it. Now refresh it. You can see we have given the color here. So let's give the color to this logo. Now let's give color to this marker icon, and it's here, and we're going to say class will be this magenta. Copy it and paste it, save it. Now refresh the page. क्या यार, class will be color orange. Let's see. Yes, it's working fine. And the last one will be the gray. So we are going to say here, add a class, color gray, save it. Let me check. Yes, it's perfectly fine. Now let's give the gray class to this, because if you see here, it is a gray color. Go to the index.html file and let's see where's the text. Here's the text. Add a class, give a class of color gray. Now refresh the page. Now it's perfectly fine. So we have created and designed the middle section. In the next lecture we are going to design the bottom section. So that's it for now. See you in the next lecture.